You walk in thinking it's just glass and light. You walk out questioning what you actually saw. Welcome to the haunted hall of mirrors, where nothing is quite what it appears, and some visitors claim they weren't alone in their own reflection. These attractions have existed for over a century, originally designed as carnival novelties meant to distort and amuse. But somewhere along the way, people started reporting something genuinely unsettling. Not the cheap jump scares or theatrical fog machines. Something quieter. Something that followed them home in their memory long after the exit doors closed behind them. Here's the psychology first, because understanding why your brain unravels inside a mirror maze actually makes the paranormal claims even more fascinating. When you're surrounded by infinite reflections of yourself, your brain enters a state called derealization. Your sense of where your body ends and the environment begins starts dissolving. Studies in perceptual psychology confirm that prolonged mirror exposure can cause feelings of detachment, anxiety, and in some cases, mild hallucinations. Your mind essentially starts filling in gaps, creating faces, shadows, and movement that aren't physically there, or at least shouldn't be. So how do we explain the recurring reports that go far beyond simple brain glitches? Dozens of visitors at various haunted mirror attractions across the United States and Europe have independently described seeing a figure in their peripheral vision that vanishes when they turn to face it directly. What makes this particularly interesting is the consistency. Strangers who've never met each other describe the same figure, same posture, same corner of the eye experience. Investigators have attempted to rationalize this through what's called the Aenface phenomenon, where mirror arrangements at specific angles create composite ghost faces assembled from fragmented reflections. Your brain recognizes these as human faces because that's literally hardwired into us. Face detection is one of our oldest survival mechanisms. But that still doesn't fully explain why multiple witnesses describe movement from a figure that has no physical source. Then there are the temperature reports. Several locations have documented cold spots that persist even when the venue is warm and well ventilated. Thermal cameras have captured areas of significant temperature drop that don't correlate with any air conditioning vents or structural drafts. Skeptics argue this is explainable. Paranormal investigators argue it's evidence of something drawing energy from the environment. One particularly famous case involves a mirror maze installed inside a building with documented historical trauma. Staff members refused to work closing shifts alone. Two separate incidents involved visitors becoming genuinely distressed, claiming their reflection had moved independently, even briefly. Management pulled those specific mirror panels for inspection. Nothing structurally abnormal was found. What's haunting about haunted mirror attractions isn't necessarily the supernatural elements. It's the uncomfortable collision of confirmed psychological vulnerability with experiences that science hasn't completely explained away. These spaces exploit every weakness in human perception simultaneously. Spatial confusion, repetitive imagery, social isolation despite being surrounded by your own face. Whatever is happening inside these corridors, one thing becomes undeniably clear when you're standing there, heart racing, staring at 30 versions of yourself. At least one of those reflections is watching back just a little too deliberately. Still think it's just glass? Go find one after dark. Then tell me.